Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to Panelist Reacts, and in this video we'll be talking about this woman. I mean, you can see it on my screen. She kind of is the worst CNN panelist I've ever seen, and I'll show you why. Let's see this video.
The president has solved like 7 conflicts this year. I'm willing to give him some latitude to talk to Vladimir Putin and break the deadlock and try to move us toward a place where the killing comes to an end, because I think that's what we should all be praying for.
He actually hasn't solved 7 conflicts. There's been a lot of talk about that.
Well, what reality do you live in? He's literally got these guys in the White House where they're signing documents and shaking hands. Acknowledge the man is solving peace.
India questioned about whether...
Oh, so, wait, she's saying signing documents and, you know, shaking hands doesn't mean the problem is solved. Someone needs to tell her, like, the literal definition of peace agreements. Like, this is how things work in real world. You literally sign documents. That's what peace agreement is. That's what almost all the agreements are. You sign documents. And she thinks that's not what it is.
That was
I mean,
an actual
it happens on almost a weekly basis. Just acknowledge it. Just acknowledge it.
And I will also acknowledge that Donald Trump...
I can't believe how Scott Jennings, you know, deal with these people.
We reported on this network.
Seems to have an affinity for Vladimir Putin in a way. No, you're not going to get away with calling me a liar. I know that's like the line you have to throw out, but I'm not lying.
You're lying.
Nobody's lying about anything.
She literally just denied the fact that the president have almost helped like so many countries get out of war and get them into a good agreement, which is true. She literally just denied that, and now she's saying she didn't lie.
Ask the countries who were involved in this whether those conflicts were actually solved by Donald Trump or whether it was pomp and circumstance.
Oh, really? Really? Circumstance? Do you think the countries that have been in war for like 35 years, it's just, you know, for like so many decades, the circumstance never came, but the moment Trump became president, the circumstance came in, and that's the reason the problem got solved. Not because of the president calling them into the White House and making them sign. That's what Trump always say. He likes a good deal. He's a good negotiator. You know, he just find a way to either pressure them or offer them a good, you know, deal, and if they like it, they take it, or if they're under pressure, they still take it. The point is to get to a peace agreement, and they got it.
Okay.
Anyway,
whatever you say. You're the expert.
So Donald Trump's affinity for Vladimir Putin versus the way he treats Zelensky, who's the one.
Did he show affinity to them when he just arranged for the arms to NATO? I'm just sorry, Abby. We're saying things that do not exist in reality. He just got NATO to do hundreds of millions of dollars of lethal weapons to Ukraine. What affinity to Russia is that?
Well, Scott is absolutely right here. And also, Trump didn't run on Zelensky first agenda. He ran on America first. And that's what he's doing. Matter of fact, this guy somehow find a way to, you know, not send hundreds and billions of dollars into Ukraine. And now he said that he's not going to pay for the Ukraine's weapon. Guess what happened? The EU steps up and says, we're going to be paying for their weapons. So we're going to be buying weapons from you. That's amazing. More money to the country. This is what America first looks like. That's amazing.
Let me just let her finish so I can even understand what point she's trying to make.
Good question.
She didn't make any points. She's just lying.
Finish the point.
Okay, so we all have seen how Donald Trump has been has an affinity for Vladimir Putin. We have seen the pattern for years, and only recently, because he hasn't been able to solve the crisis in 24 hours, because Putin has been playing him from day one. He's been a useful idiot for Russia for years, and now because they're trying to change the subject.
Is Biden a useful idiot?
Okay.
Talking
about
because it started when Biden was president. I'm just curious if you're going to hold Biden the same standard. If Donald Trump's always a useful idiot, then Joe Biden should be held accountable for, like, I don't know, almost 2 years of this.
Let me go back for 1 second.
Joe Biden didn't take the side of Vladimir Putin over our own intelligence agency.
So she just said that Biden didn't take the side of Putin against the US intelligence in the Helsinki summit. Now, I don't know how to pronounce this name. Helsinki? Maybe that's how it's pronounced. But she's absolutely wrong once again. So what happened in Helsinki summit is that, I guess, you know, Trump was giving like a press conference and he was, you know, answering questions. And someone asked him, what do you think of the fact that, you know, there's this allegation that Putin and Russia interfered in US election? And Trump says, well, I don't believe this is like, you know, not exact word of what he said, but he said somewhat like similar to this. Like, you know, like, yeah, I don't think that US intelligence was right. I think Russia wouldn't do it. And I asked President Putin, and he said, no, I didn't do it. And I think I think he didn't do it. They have no reason to do it. And guess what? He was right. Literally, he was right. Now we know, after the DNI, Tulsi Gabbard, released the files, that Russiagate was a hoax. It wasn't true. The FBI and the other intelligence agency fabricated it. They didn't look at alternative sources. They didn't have, credible sources. They broke so many rules of the ICA, and they literally, it's a fabricated story. And now there are people that might get prosecuted for it. So Trump was actually right here.
Let's not even go there.
Part of the point that she's making is that Trump, first of all, he needs to resolve this because he said when he was running for president that he would resolve it in 24 hours. That clearly has not happened. But he wants to be a peacemaker. He wants to be a peacemaker in the situation. He wants the Nobel Peace Prize, that whole thing. And this has been elusive largely because Vladimir Putin is not that interested in the deal. He's not. So, I mean, is Trump going into this a little bit naive, thinking that Putin is actually ready to deal when what Putin really wants is complete victory?
This is the part that is, I think, is really just sad, is that there's people that are sitting at this table that clearly want this to be a failure.
Where are those people?
I think you're one of them.
What?
Oh, no way. Did he just call her out on her face? Man, I respect Ben Ferguson now a lot more than before.
Words in my mouth. I never said that, and neither did Dan.
You come out here with the talking points. Oh,
we want him to negotiate from a position of strength, not bringing a war criminal on U.S. soil.
They want to solve the war. They also don't want to talk to other party. Like, what do you mean?
I'm not allowed to interrupt you, but you can interrupt me and overtalk.
Okay, now she's trying to play the victim card. No. Now that I can't answer your question and I can't have a counter argument because you are right here, and I can't think of any argument that proves you wrong, I'll just gonna shift to something else. I'm gonna start speaking about random things, so start attacking you personally. Oh, you're trying to speak over me. Oh, that's what you're trying to do now.
I heard a lot of what you said. I heard a lot of what you said, and a lot of it was against Trump. I go back to what I was saying.
God damn, I can't believe Scott Jennings has to deal with these types of people. Almost everything she said was a lie. Like, I literally showed you. I'll even show you guys this. Do you think this is like circumstantial? Like, circumstances happens to be like this, and they just happens to be in the White House shaking hands. Yeah, by any means, does it look like these two countries came to this conclusion on their own? No.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. This is indeed a historical day because it's the signing of a peace agreement between Congo and Rwanda to end a conflict that has been going on for 30 years. And there has been many mediation, facilitation in the past. But none of them succeeded. And we believe that it's because of your leadership and your steadfast commitment.
Okay, so, I mean, this guy knows if we start, talking good about Trump, he's going to be happy. But whatever. The point is that Trump got them to sign a deal, and now they're in a good place, and they have a peace agreement with the party that they were fighting, or the country that they were fighting for so long. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care, everyone, and... wait. Bye-bye.